and we welcome you from KeyBank Center in upstate New York, Buffalo, New York. It is the Edmonton Oilers and the Buffalo Sabres on MHS2. Shastianos and alongside for tonight's game should be a great matchup. Joshua Norris, their latest acquirement, a big acquirement at that. It was in change for Dylan Cousins. On the other side, the dynamic duo of Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid. Should be a great matchup tonight. Oilers, since the Four Nations, they have been struggling a little bit as they're 3-5-0. But they have won 3 or 4 lately. Should be a great game tonight as we are slowly getting set to get underway. As Connor McDavid, the leader of this team, a beautiful game. Almost gave up late, though. It's 5-4. I was on the call for that game. It was Hyman, though. McDavid, a beautiful play by him. Expect more highlight reels from him tonight. As they won 5-4, it was 5-1 at the beginning of that period. On pace for 59 goals, which would be his career high in 8 games, 2 goals, 8 assists for 10 points since the Four Nations. On the other side, the man to watch, Josh Norris, 20 goals, 13 assists for 33 points acquired via trade with Ottawa on Friday during the deadline. It was on the other side, losing Dylan Cousins, but able to get Josh Norris at 1C for tonight alongside Peterka and Thompson. Starting goalies for tonight, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen and Stuart Skinner, both of the team starters. Should be a great game as Buffalo still riding that long playoff drought rather. It's Connor McDavid leading the Edmonton Oilers. And on the other side, the new acquirement of Josh Norris from upstate New York, right near the border. Shastianos and alongside us, we should be set for a great game. We'll be right back for game time. me as we'll get set to get underway. That's the Buffalo Sabres and the Edmonton Oilers squaring off next. In net for the away side, it's Stuart Skinner. Led his team to the Stanley Cup Finals last year, where they lost eventually in 7 to the Panthers. And on the other side, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen. He's even at 20-20 and 4, 890s, just sub-under, and he has 0 wins in the last 5 starts. As we'll get set for the draw, it's Connor McDavid and McLeod. 2, 1 former Oiler and 1 that's not, and at the back wall, it'll be played out to the far side where Hyman now in stride. He's going to make his way through the neutral zone before bouncing it at the wall. It'll go back around to the far side where it'll be played near. Playing ahead is Tuck. Hyman there. Out to the far side in the neutral zone, it's Connor McDavid with speed. The speedster. Having it Samuelson wearing number 23 out to Dahlin. Dahlin back ahead where it'll be stuck up by Darnell Nurse, and Connor McDavid plays that back. And now playing that back in the run end is Bouchard. And that one will be played ahead looking for a lead, and it'll go out of play with 19-11 here in the first. Oilers winning 4 to the last 5. They had a rough start in the first place. Near side, Buffalo line draw. It is subbed in as Podkolzin. Chris Knobloch, I believe he was the AHL Wolfpack coach before going to the Edmonton Oilers. Now come McDonald trying to lead ahead of Darvinson. Fake the slapper looking from the left circle. He'll play that up high where it'll be Nurse out to the right side before getting played in. Feed is Nugent Hopkins now centering, one out in front. And out to the near side, it'll be picked up by Podkolzin. He'll round the boards, but it got stuck by a stick and deflected out in front where it was taken right back by an Oiler for a second. Now tripping up with one hand out to the near corner. He'll take a bounce off the wall where it was turned over. Now plays that to the right side of the net before curling back out to the near corner. 40 seconds of zone time. Arvidsson with a try, and it goes into the chest of UPL. Darnell fanned on the pass, but I was trying to do a D-to-D pass and able to thread the needle. And near side, J.J. Peterka, who was in trade talks before but never folds through. And out to the near side, it's been around the centers, one out in front, and couldn't get his full stick on it. Arvidsson plays it out to the far side, where it'll be Owen Power, one of the young guns on this Buffalo team. They're the youngest team in the NHL. And trying to send one out in front. Once again, it was Owen Power. Now out to the far side, trying to trip it to himself was Benson, and at the far corner, trying to get his way from pressure with Stetcher. Gets it out to wearing number 19, Adam Henrique, a former Duck, and at the near circle. It'll be played out by the Sabres, and before it got stuck in by a broken stake, it had the back wall, and out to the far side. Blitzing his way through, able to get it just past the line, and able to put on the brakes as Brenson, trying to leave it out for a man. It'll go back to the back wall, where it'll be Emberson with the puck on the defensive pair, the defenseman with Kulak. Edmonton Oilers second in the Pacific, and last place in the Atlantic are the Sabres. Could be a decent upset we could see tonight, as trying to thread his needle was Janmark, and out to the near corner, as Kovalchuk was there, and it'll go up to the right point. Bouchard out to Wallman, the recent trade acquisition. And the puck will deflect out to the far side where it's picked up by Lafferty. Now trying to come through was Greenway and try to center in the right circle. And another try saved by UPL. Rebound hit the post, still loose. Oh my goodness, he missed a wide open 6x4. And fanned on it out to the far side. Right circle to Bouchard. Bouchard bomb gets it out to Wallman. Known for his bomb, it's Connor McDavid trying to get his way through 2 men and able to get taken down in the process at the near point in the Buffalo end. Played ahead, a nice breakout pass, gets it through. Now it's a race for the puck. Bouchard against Jason Zucker. And now to the near corner. Edmonton has it, but before Tuck got it off the feed from Wallman, almost turned it over in his own end, but it's Connor McDavid, rather that's Nugent Hopkins to Connor McDavid. Nugent Hopkins battling along the wall at the right point where it'll be played in. Connor McDavid able to center one back door! And it's saved by UPL. Out to the right point it goes. And it's before it's picked off, trying to pick it off, and he'll be able to find some leeway. Was Stetron out to the far corner. Zucker putting pressure on him. It's Alex Tuck trying to center one out in front. Got stuck about the far circle and coming back the other way. It's McDavid. Danger on the one-on-ones. McDavid, what a move! McDavid in and saved by UPL. Oh. And at the near side, he'll backhand it around after trying to get out of pressure. And it'll be played ahead. You have the battle long before floaters inside the zone, and on the near side, it's Connor Clifton. Buffalo now. Tage Thompson out to the far side. A tall guy on this Buffalo ends. Here's Thompson now. Try at net, and it was blocked out in traffic. JJ Peterka getting pressured and goes out to the back wall, but it'll be picked up by the depth defenseman Emberson before dropping it back to his own Kulak. And that pass was too far as Colson was there, and Arvidsson helping out. Up the wall and out of the zone, now in the neutral zone. It's coming back the other way with speed out to the far side. He'll be able to turn back. And a try yet. Now, Sky's over. Took a funky carom out in front, but nobody was there. And lost on the puck. It's a 2-on-1 near side. He'll play Zucker out in front. Saved by Skinner. And it's still loose. And at the far corner, it'll be not Nugent Hopkins. It's Leon Draisaitl and Puck Colson. We'll play that ahead before a wicked backhander inside the zone. Goes off the crease and coming back the other way. It'll be tilted inside the zone where UPL's there. UPL able to play it ahead against one man getting after him, and Henrique able to round it around the boards. Near side getting laid the body was Perry, and Henrique able to got the puck around. Gets forced along the wall and stuck in the far corner before popping out in front for a second. And there's Jones. Broken stick on the ice near the slot. And a nice muscle off as the Buffalo Sabres come back the other way at the far side. Looking, he'll reverse. It was Byram and up high. Power out far. Making his way in is Byram with a try, and it goes off the back wall. And then near side, it's Perry, able to look for it at the goal line. I don't think we've had a stoppage as Jones is there. Goes back on the near side, and we'll have a whistle in the neutral zone with 13:27. We're going to have a penalty. Might be high sticking. It's a double minor. And they're going to confirm it by review. 13:27 to make sure it was at Whitler, but Janmark will go to the box as we wait. We'll head to break. Back and forth action here as McDavid with a golden opportunity got around Clifton, and at the net, nice save by UPL. As it's 0-0. As we had some network difficulties, it looks to be. As there seems to be no penalty. Now we'll go out the far side where Tage Thompson there was taken away and back the other way the near side. Brown trying to spin around, able to get out to the far side. There's a lot of network difficulties happening at the moment, as Buffalo trying to play it ahead. Stopped up by Bouchard as the near side to Wallman in stride. Plays it inside the zone where it'll go around. UPL tried to get to it at the far corner. It'll be played out near while Darlene will play it ahead. Now Zucker looking to get a man in stride who was Malenstein. And Bouchard trying to get a lead pass the other way with a home run. Tried to not work out well as Hyman's there. Lost the puck as he stopped, and Zucker trying to play that out the tuck in the neutral zone. And on the near side, it'll be played ahead. Here's Edmonton now. Bouchard gets it ahead on a lead pass. It's Hyman putting on the brakes. He's able to stop up, looking like an F1 car right out in front. And it's still loose, and it comes out to the far side where it'll be played near from a wall-to-wall pass. Pulling his way through before putting in a little bit of arm shoving out to the far circle. Try it, net missed. And out to the near side. Walking across the line is Byram. Byram looking, Byram left circle, and a try at net missed. Right circle, Connor Clifton rounds it inside the zone where it'll get into the skates of a Buffalo man. It'll come out to the far side where Malenstein and Power able to keep it in and out to the back wall. Coming out with it now, a try at net, and it was stopped, and now back behind the net. It goes right back to Quinn. Quinn, try at net once again. Harvardson able to play ahead. Nugent Hopkins and Connor McDavid skate to stick. Connor McDavid looking. Backhand, no look pass. Did not work out, but eventually got to an Oiler where it was turned away. Now a nice poetic move, and it'll be played back from the Buffalo blue line. Here's the Sabres downside the neutral zone on the near side, able to make his way in for a second. It was, I believe that was Benson, and played back the other way. And a Darnell Nurse with a try, and once again a try at net. And at the back wall. Tried a slap shot there before an interesting play call, but anything to get on the net, and here's Sam Lafferty. Dropping it back in the left circle, try at net, and it goes out to the near side where it'll be touched out of play with 10:13. As Darnell Nurse, UPL there perfectly for that slap shot save. And Darlene. 10-13. Scoring chances 4-1. Shots 7-3. Edmonton leading in those categories. Far side draw on the Edmonton zone. It'll be backhanded out. And at the back wall it is played ahead. And just past the line there, it'll be Buffalo with it once again, trying to cut his way through before losing his edge. Perry trying to play it to himself. Darlene in the way. Henry getting after a man, which is Samuelson. Samuelson would turn back at the back wall before leaving it out, and it'll be played ahead. A home run pass will go for an icing. .947. No score. As Norris out on the draw. That number one center from Ottawa. In change for Cousins, Draisaitl on his backhand side. Draisaitl, Norris on the draw. Here's the draw. It'll come around before squeezing out Darlene, able to poet it out to the far side where Thompson's there. Thompson now trying to play it in the neutral zone near the Edmonton bench, and it'll come out Wallman off the bounce off the near boards. Here's Draisaitl now, making his way through, able to get around one man before shoveling it out with a backhand motion. It's Draisaitl still with it. He rounded around the net and tried to backhand that, where it'll go for more Sabres. Out of the zone, able to get ahead. Here's Draisaitl. It's a 2-on-1 before getting caught off sides A little bit of a late whistle there of 9:17. We'll head to break. 9:17 from the historic town of Buffalo, known for Bill's Mafia. It's like the Oilers' deadline moves with Trent Frederick and Max Jones. With a trade from the Bruins, Jake Wellman with the Sharks. Using LTI cap space from Evander Kane getting injured near side draw, false start on the first try. Here's a draw. It's won by the Sabres. Clifton out to the far side. Now in the neutral zone, it'll be tapped in for going off of a couple of sticks and able to force his way back is Owen Power, one of the young guns on the Sabres team. And 8:57, here it's Clifton out to the far side, skate the stick, able to play that through the seam and out to the near side. Shove it along before the back wall. It's Nurse cutting his way in before reversing it back, looking for Stetcher. And Connor Brown had one goal against the Stars. And Nurse making his way and trying to center one right out in front. Nobody there. Here's Benson now. Trying to reverse it while it got stolen by Brown. And Sabres able to get right to it as Krebs was there and it'll be stripped away. Here's McDavid now making crossovers through the neutral zone, able to fire his way. A nice move at the one hand to get around. And a nice poke. McDavid looking for Nugent Hopkins. It's Tuck, able to play it ahead before skate the stick. Dahlin cutting his way through out to the far side. Curving away from Emberson as they go near side. A try at net. It was the former Buffalo Sabre, Ryan McLeod. They're at Edmonton for a little bit. As the opening draw was a former Oiler and a current Oiler, Connor McDavid. A try at net from the near side. It's McDavid losing the puck. And McDavid will get it right back against two Buffalo Sabres. McDavid now lowering his shoulder rather than Nugent Hopkins. And oh my goodness, take a bounce out in front. Tuck able to get across. He missed the net. Up right circle shot by Tuck. Missed. And he'll be taken away back the other way. Draisaitl. It's a foot race. Draisaitl able to get in. Backhand forehand. Missed the net. Has UPL with a nice save out to the right circle. This game opening up. Looking, dropping it back. Here's Wallman out to Bouchard. Playing that down low. It's Draisaitl. Centers one right out in front. And Wallman forcing that right back in. It's Draisaitl with 46 goals this season, leading the NHL. The far side losing his footing. May have been tripped by Draisaitl, but it'll be played down the ice. not mistaken, it was like $14.5 million AAV on an NHL record extension. At least one of the top extensions in NHL history. McDavid very good at creating space to Samuelsson with a nice poke after. At the far wall corner. And then Draisaitl forehand, backhand, forehand, missed the net. And at the far side draw, it'll be Draisaitl versus as here's the draw. Draisaitl one right off the rip and missed. Wallman at the left point, able to play that in near side and lost the puck as Thompson. Tage Thompson, the 6'6" man, able to get his way through. Wrister using that big, powerful body, got his own rebound, and he scores! It's Tage Thompson. That's his 32nd, and it's 1-0 Sabres. Oh, that's some speed for a 6'6" guy. Stewart had trouble playing it. And Thompson with his own rebound. It is 1-0 Sabres. 6:32. As that one will be played ahead and down the ice. Stuart Skinner coming out of the back wall in the trapezoid. Out to the near side where it was turned over. 16 first period goals this season. As it'll be played out near side. Max Jones was there from the Boston Bruins, that acquisition. At the far side, it'll be played in. Out near side, it deflected in front. Henrique was there, and it'll be stuck up. Jones inside. Greenway, the big guy, looking out in front of the right circle. It's taken away. Looking ahead, it was Max Jones. He misplayed the puck, and now the near side, it's Byram. Able to shut off one man, and out to the far bench. From the Buffalo bench, it was played in after a couple of misses, and Kulak, depth defenseman for the Edmonton Oilers, able to back that around where UPL's there. Here's Don Moline now, and on the exfil pass at the Buffalo line, it's a 3-on-2. If they hurry up, it has numbers. And coming back was a nice defensive play by an Oiler, and it'll be played up to the point of Samuelsson missed the net. Left point now, it'll be played in. Out to the back wall, it is Emberson, and playing that ahead. Now it's on the near side. 5:05 here in the first. It is 1-0 Sabres. Tage Thompson opening the scoring. And turned over as Nugent Hopkins there, centers, and a save. Has a nice save there, as it'll go down to where it'll be. Wearing number 27, Brett Kulak on the ice with Jake Wallman. Maybe a little bit of a shake-up here as that will be played ahead through up the seam where it'll be played in as that Oiler goes to the bench. That was Kulak. Coming on is Bouchard. McDavid on the first line for the Edmonton Oilers as pinned against the wall is putting somebody pinned against the wall. Rather, it was Byram. It was Hyman. And up to the right point, trying to play that down low. It's picked off. Bouchard now with Wallman at his near side. He'll put it perfectly placed past to him before centering it back. Knifing in his throw. The zone was tipped up high. And it'll be covered up by UPL, getting out of danger of 4:06 here in the first. As it's 1-0 Sabres with 4:06. This will be Tage Thompson talking to the linesman. Near side, George Draisaitl, and I believe that was McLeod. And out to the far side, at the far wall, it's Connor McDavid, Bouchard, near point, Wallman, try at net, in screen. And it went off a Hyman out in front. That's where he got a lot of his goals last year. Was the leading goal scorer in the NHL As Wellman behind the goal line trying to reverse under pressure. Byram pressuring him. It's McLeod at the near side. It'll be played along the back wall where it'll be guided ahead. That's to the right point where it was Bouchard there. It's Connor McDavid now. Connor McDavid looking, rounding in the net, using his speed. Connor McDavid feeds one out in front. And up to the high slot of Bouchard. Bomb! And a rebound still loose out in front. Draisaitl trying to play one out in front. It was chipped ahead and gloves to stick. As Zucker will lift it inside the zone. A few bounces, race for the puck. Bouchard able to get to it first. Back far corner, misplaying it for a second, was an Oiler. It was Bouchard and at the far corner. A try and net there, Byram there, and the Oilers now. It'll be played back. As it'll be Brown up ahead. Rather, that's Darnell Nurse. As he'll regroup, looking over his options. Tage Thompson out the spot, will play it out to the far circle before playing catch with a man, it's Nurse. As with Troy Stetcher on the ice, puck Colson there, quad offside to have 2:39 here in the first. We'll head to break as Tage Thompson got his own rebound and put it in. One nothing. And we'll welcome you back from break. 2:39 here in the first. It's 1-0 Sabres. Draw far side of the line. It'll be won by Corey Perry, and he's got it right into his own bench. Only lost about 3 ticks there. As we'll regroup, I believe, from that same dot, and it will be. Far side Buffalo line, near the Buffalo bench. Getting subbed in now. As they switch around, this time no false start. Will be fired inside the zone before rounding the boards out far. It's Power. Out of the back wall goes near side, where it'll be led ahead. Stuck about the line for a second, now cutting his way in before losing the puck. It's Henrique that's there. And I'll come back to the back wall. Now Exville head out near where we'll have a whistle for offsides with 2:07. .207 here in the first. It's 1-0 Buffalo. Draw near side, it's won by the Oilers. It'll go down for Bouchard. It'll be played near side, where it'll be Played ahead there was Draisaitl and at the near side. Making his way into Tage Thompson, stuck up at the near wall where it'll go out back. That's wearing number 27 there was Brett Kulak, stuck by the line at the left point. Able to play that for the high straw, a wrister by Tuck, missed. And he gave it up right down in front again, Greenway with a bomb and missed. McLeod tosses it at net and now tucked back around a wraparound try and a nice job sealing it with Stuart Skinner. And nobody home at the first point pass with Buck 18. It'll be fired inside the zone where it'll take a bounce to the near corner. And at the back wall, oh my goodness, it went off of Brett Kulak's skate. It's Skinner now. He'll round it around, and remember, he was a healthy scratch for a few games, as that one will be played ahead near. And got some room now. He gets a lead along the shoulder, trying to protect the puck from McDavid. McDavid now has some room. McDavid, out to the far side, got put into the wall near the crease of the glass and bench. Could have turned dangerous there, and a lead back the other way. It's a 2-on-2 even. Plays that back, has numbers, and try it, net skied over. 39.4 here in the first. It is 1-0 Sabres. As it's been a great game for the Oilers. Really a great game for both sides. But the Oilers, Chris Nelbuck said he likes how his team skating. A few mistakes which the Sabres capitalized on one of them. And at the far point, it'll be played ahead. Has numbers. It's Connor McDavid, Nugent Hopkins. Hyman rather plays that back. And they hit the post. 18 4/10 of a second here in the first. Hit the post. See, as it'll go back, play to the line, and Brown, that was Darnell Nurse, pinged one off the iron. They've had a lot of open chances, just weren't able to capitalize. And Draisaitl's backhand and two backhanders. Buffalo's backhander won. 15 ticks here in the period. One last rush here as the man came over the bench and at the far side maybe try to beat the buzzer. A try at net and it goes out through the crease. McDavid ahead to Perry and a Bouchard bomb right into UPL's chest, and that's a way to end off the first. It is 1-0 Sabres. As we'll head to break. From the KeyBank Center, Buffalo up by 1. we'll welcome you as we'll get start for the second period. It is 1-0 Buffalo. As there's a problem with the Zamboni doors. As this might be delayed. They don't have a panel on the corner board. Oh. As it's a four-man crew trying to get it on all screwed and looking like a NASCAR pit crew. Oh. Have this on the corner board to get maybe some markers out. And they're measuring it out, it looks to be. As they're still trying to fix it up. It's 1-0 Sabres. Players at the bench. It looks to be Nugent Hopkins, Ryman, Jake Wellman, Bouchard, and Connor McDavid, who's skating around for center as they're still trying to figure it out. Looks like they're sewing something out at the left corner of the corner boards. Having to file it down to make sure it fits. Oh, if you didn't know, Lindy Ruff has a, whenever they use the black uniform, he uses a black shirt, beautiful black tie with the nice light jacket. As they're still trying to figure this out, it's a four-man crew around. Has the ref there, man, on the near side of the boards and between the two boards as they're still trying to screw it in, make sure it works. It looks like it fits. Looks like a NASCAR pit crew. This is the guy there at the TV. Works for ESPN probably. Maybe get the markers out during next commercial break. You know, there's only a couple ways to make it a moly-moly, if you know what I mean. But as they're still drilling around, it looks to be Tate Thompson, the assistant captain on the ice. He had the opening goal. Still trying to figure it out. Still trying to fix it up, it looks to be. Stuart Skinner trying to keep himself loose. UPL going over, looking at it as there's a ref there. Looks to be talking to a maintenance crew for brush. I mean, Buffalo, not the season that they wanted. Kids are smashing ice cream. Well, looks like a NASCAR picker. Oh, they're trying to drill holes, it looks to be. So they're making spots so they can put it in as they're trying their best to get it in. The board, see, they'll take a look and account for how bouncy the board is. Connor McDavid supervising it, batting at the, Nay, we're good! As Ticketmaster getting cut up. It's 6-star now. Maybe now we'll be all good. As everyone's spying it, because it makes sure how bouncy it is. TV, oh my goodness, now the TV camera's not aligned and they're trying to punch at it to fix it up, as it's been a pretty lengthy delay. Oh my goodness, now it's big gap. They're going to say that, I guess they're going to say it's good. And we will get it started. Now after factoring UPL, getting a little bit nervous playing the puck as there was a high bounce on the draw by McDavid. One on his backside is Bouchard now playing it to the line out to the near side where it's Arvidsson. Able to, Nugent Hopkins, my apologies. As that one's turned over, Bouchard on the right circle, walking in, backhander, and it went to Hyman, passing up a golden opportunity up high. Down to the right circle, it's McDavid, making his own room with his speed, able to get to the left circle, but for twirling back, reversing, up to Wallman. Recent acquisition from San Jose, Bouchard down low to the right circle, the center one, right to stop Bouchard out there, Hyman helping out on that back wall. Third to no one there off the backboards, off a bank. As coming back to the near side, it'll be wearing number 17, Jason Zucker. And Connor McDavid, they were able to take a bounce off the one. Hyman now in stride, able to play it inside the zone where it'll take a bounce off the near corner. Check out the bouncing of it, the bounciness. As that'll be turned over near his Draisaitl and at the near side, trying to play that left circle! And a save by UPL. And on the near side, it is Draisaitl leading one up to the left side. Walking in was Brown, or rather Darnell Nurse. Now playing that out near, it's Draisaitl. 25-29, Draisaitl playing that down low. It's Stetcher up to the left point. Playing that into the left corner, making his way in, able to play that near side. Nurse tees one up, and he scores! A screen out in front, and Darnell Nurse. It is knotted at one with an Edmonton strike, $1:45 inside the second. That's number 5 for Darnell Nurse on the year. Some nice in-zone time here as a beautiful tee-up as right out in front was Podkolzin. And Nurse on the 1-tee with the screen against UPL. UPL was just not squared at all on that. That one will drop back out to the far circle. It'll play around to the back wall. Darnell Nurse there. UPL trying to play it. Oh my goodness, he turned over the puck to Adam Henrique. And at the far side, it'll be dropped back the third line on for the Edmonton Oilers. And at the back wall, fight over the puck. Emberson there, Kulak helping out on that depth defenseman side. Now the Buffalo Sabres coming back the other way. Nice toe drag, able to feed out left circle, able to fake it out. Oh my goodness, he missed a 6x4. As he tried to center one out in front, that'll go into the Buffalo bench with 17:44 here in the second, as it was Benson missing a wide open opportunity. As trying to play that right out in front, and a nice play by Max Jones, the Buffalo acquisition. So was Trent Frederick. I don't believe he's in the lineup tonight, as he's on IR right now. And at the far circle, will be rounding around. It's Jordan Greenway, got stuck up at the right wall, where Bouchard's there. It'll come back for Sabre, where Samuelson with the outlet pass. Inside the zone, out to the goal line, it's Stuart Skinner there, getting pressured by a Buffalo man. It's Wallman, and he'll be forced out, back the other way where it popped up in the ice for a second. Now coming back the other way, it's a 3-on-2, dropping back now. Centers one was Arvidsson, right, just too far of him. He would have had a whole bunch of space. And coming back the other way is Melenstein, playing that on net as a right pad deflection out to the near corner, where it'll be played ahead from Arvidsson. That'll be icing, taking a sharp bounce off the boards with 16:57. Draw near side, it's won by McLeod as he struggled for a second. And he picked up a point. McLeod with a try, bouncing up out of midair. Not able to cover it still now. Skate lift up. And they... Oh my goodness! How did that stay out? Honestly, I thought that was in. As Byron at the net and Stuart Skinner able to cover it up. Oh my goodness, that bounced off the post after the whistle. How did that not go in? It was a mess down in front. 2 whites and 2 blacks. 2 white and black jerseys struggling against each other. 12-10 are the shots here in the game. It's Edmonton on top. They now got the first goal here in the second. It was $1:45 in. Just at 15 ticks under 2 minutes with the opening goal with 16:44 now here in the second. It'll be played ahead down the ice and a home run pass. Nugent Hopkins, it was too hot for him, and it'll take a bounce off the back wall. McDavid there. And it was stolen away by McLeod. A too far of a pass will go down the ice. Nurse Tuck on that one-man train on the forecheck, and coming back the other way, it's Kulak. Gets the lead ahead. Out near side, it's McDavid. McDavid looking up to the line. Kulak in, deflected, still lose time, and hit the post with a shot. At neutral zone, playing that in. McLeod able to get up to the high slot, inside the slot, they score! It's Alex Tuck, and Buffalo is right on top of this game. A beautiful wrist shot from Alex Tuck. And it's 2-1 Sabres. Caught Stuart Skinner going back and forth in the high slot, able to get to the mid slot before releasing that wicked wrister. Oh, half the draw goes out near Emberson. Playing that ahead through the line, it's Leon Draisaitl. Near side, playing that ahead, wall to wall. Down the ice it'll go. Dahlin there, Samuelson. Dahlin back to Samuelson, and at the far side, has put into the boards with a man, and now at the left point, it'll be played inside the zone. Now deep inside of the back wall, Draisaitl receives it, trying to send one out to the right circle. It's at the near wall. Up high, Emberson, D-to-D pass up the left side. A wicked wrister missed. And Draisaitl now. Gave up the puck, and here it is back the other way off a change now, using his speed. In Peterka, save by Stuart Skinner. It was a wrist shot right and square into his chest with 15:20. as Tuck was able to drag it around the stick side of Stuart Skinner. Has near side draw. It is won by Krebs and goes out the near corner. Bouchard there. On his forehand under pressure from Benson. That one will be played off the wall and back the other way. Trying to bat out of midair was a Buffalo player, and that'll be stuck up to the line for an offsides with 15:07. Here's the draw. It'll be a DDB pass back in their own zone. Playing catches Power. That'll be wristed inside the zone where it'll float around before getting shoveled at the wall. Able to free it up now. And at the far side, it'll be twisted and turned inside the zone where it'll be caught up by. And out the far side. Clifton, fake shot, and able to D1 up! And he missed the net. And Power again! Over the net, he had open space, and now it's a foot race back the other way. Skying was Max Jones, a recent acquisition. And now it'll be played back, and now a nice move. Gets it out, looking for the right circle, and two men were there. Give it up right in the mid-slot, and it'll come back, and we'll have a slashing penalty. Looks to be slashing. So it's Max Jones to the bench. Speak of him, left winger from the Boston Bruins, flailing his stick. And with 14:18 here in the second, it's still 2-1. As we'll have a 2-minute power play. And there was Corey Perry. They were able to touch it up in a near side draw. It is won by Norris, and near side it'll be played before getting out of the zone. That'll take off 10 seconds as they have the worst home power play in the league. Dahlin, and really the power play in general, not too hot as Norris at the Thompson. Making his way just past the line, Thompson, near side Zucker. Zucker looking ahead. It's a diagonal pass from the left point into the far corner. JJ Peterka's there. He was in trade talks with the New York Rangers. Seemed to have fallen as Norris. Up Dahlin. And at the near corner, Zucker under pressure. He's able to break it, still trying to fight over it in the near slot. Janmark gave it up to Peterka, now Norris. Feeds out left side, it's Dahlin Thompson now. Nice stick moves, he's able to drop it off, now Peterka. Peterka, circle to circle, Norris up high. Back to Dahlin, Norris. Down low, Zucker back up to Norris. Out the wing wall, it's Zucker down low below the goal line. And a wicked pass went to Dahlin. A D-to-D pass to Peterka, walking in left circle, circle to circle. And it did not work out for him, as now we're down to 50 ticks on the power play for Buffalo. It's Dahlin circling from his own circle, near circle, and his own end, rather. Here's Jack Quinn now. Another young guy on this Buffalo team, able to make his way in out to the far side. Quinn will play that around out to Benson. Benson, Pat Podkolson there, McLeod. It's Tuck. He's also able to help out far for Quinn. Quinn goes to the back wall where the Oiler will get to it, and it'll be wristed down the ice below 20. 15 on the Sabre power play. One last rush. It's Dahlin. Back to McLeod. McLeod now cutting his way through the ice. Has some nice speed out near Benson. Down to McLeod. McLeod under pressure on the near corner. And back the other way. Man out of the box. It's a 3-on-1. Brown and Rister. And a save. It's UPL and 0 shots on that power play for the Sabres. Rounds it inside the zone to the back wall where it gets caught up in the near corner. Samuelson up high. Tuck gave it off for a man. It's Krebs. Trying to make his way through, and now the star-studded man, Connor McDavid, and Bouchard plays that up to Woolman. Rather, that's Kulak. Kulak, nice move, able to get it through the near side in the right circle. We'll have a penalty This time it'll be on Buffalo against the star-studded Edmonton Oilers power play unit. It'll be too many men. As we'll head to break. It's Darnell Nurse teeing one up. And on the other side, Alex Tuck. It's 2-1 Buffalo. We'll be back here in Buffalo, and yep. Oh. And power play for the Oilers, it's Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Far side, cutting Draisaitl. Draisaitl looking up high. It's Bouchard down low to McDavid. Back to Bouchard at the high slot, working his way through the line. Down to McDavid, up left side to Draisaitl, cutting his way through. A long wrister, went over the net. And Samuelson, and here's McLeod now. It'll be 2-on-1 if they hurry. McLeod able to cut through the slot, but got rided into the boards by Hyman, and Bouchard there for Draisaitl. Draisaitl drops it back to McDavid. That dynamic duo down low, Draisaitl, the near corner. Able to play that McDavid in stride down to Draisaitl, and the save by UPL. As their power play very scattered. Draw up high, walking in, over the right circle, he scores! It's Bouchard! That's a power play goal. It's knotted at a pair. As right off the draw was Draisaitl, McDavid, and right to Bouchard. It's a Bouchard bomb. On that 1-tee from McDavid. It's 2-2. And it's a PPG. Draw run, 3 goals, 3 assists in his last 5 games. Able to get out to the far side. That was for Evan Bouchard. As it'll be played inside the zone by Owen Power. As it's Emberson out far to Kulak, and now on the near side, Arvidsson. That second liner paired with Draisaitl and Podkolzin. as they're fighting along the near corner boards. As it's 2 white jerseys versus 2 black jerseys. And they're trying to center one right out in front, and out to the left circle is a nice catch. Up Emberson with a try, and that's a glove save by UPL with 10:07 here in the second. As Bouchard was perfectly ready for that 1T, and that'll make it not at 2. Near side draw. As subbing in is Brown for Draisaitl. As Draisaitl was kicked out, he'll line up to the back corner of the circle and he'll go out near corner. Inside the Buffalo zone, trying to play that ahead at the far side of Draisaitl, giving it up. Benson got shoulder checked rather, and out along will go into the near corner. And riding into the boards was Pud Colson on a man. That one will sky to play with 9:49. Tied at a pair. It's a Bouchard bomb. Tied up. $9:49 here in the second. It's not at 2 apiece. Lindy Ruff talking about that defensive part and having trouble taking care of the puck here in the second, letting too much go. As with 9:49 here in the second, it's not at 2 apiece. 17-14 of shots here in the second. From the first period also, totaling that in. For the total shots, near side draw, it's Draisaitl. Lining back behind him is McDavid. Also have Corey Perry there. Also Wallman and Nurse. Here's the draw. McDavid wins it back to Draisaitl. Draisaitl gets it through the line. Wallman down low looking for Darnell Nurse. Now merging that second and first pairing together. And on the near side, it's Perry playing that down low. Draisaitl now able to march his way through. Draisaitl high slot playing that down to the left circle before going up to McDavid. Walking for the slotted wrister. Missed the net. As that one will fall out of play with 9:28 here in the second. Has a 15-game point streak, longest in his career, 11 goals, 12 assists. Here's a draw, gets it up left point. Down T's one up, fake the T was Wallman out left point across the line as it was Nurse and Draisaitl lost the puck. It'll go out of the zone. 96 points this season for Leon Draisaitl. That's second in in the NHL behind Nate Dogg with 100. Through the line, it was knocked off by Buffalo player, and once again able to deny him at the neutral zone on the near side, and Stuart Skinner coming out dangerously, spinning around to his forehand. And that his backside was a Buffalo Sabre, and that gave it up. McLeod rips it, and a save by Stuart Skinner. Long pass just didn't work, and McLeod was there for the try. McLeod was able to walk in and get it right up into the mask of Stuart Skinner. Far side draw, it's Norris and Henrique. Goes back in the circle, rounds it around the boards. Bouchard playing that ahead out far. Or else he can bounce off the wall, and at the backboards it's Owen Power. At the far side, it's Thompson under pressure, under duress, able to get it out. Down the ice it'll go for an icing with 8:34. Most goals in the last 2 seasons, Austin Matthews leading the charge, but Sam Reinhart and Leon Draisaitl behind, followed by David Pastrnak with 79. Hart Trophy odds, negative 170. Leading the charge by a lot. Behind him is Connor Hellebuck. And a little bit more behind there is Nate Dogg, Nathan McKinnon. Far circle, wrist shot. Saved by UPL. Into Mexers, there's Clifton getting engaged with Emberson a little bit. Power helping out on the Young Guns. Berserker just standing there on the near side of the crease. 8:27 here to 18:15 of the shot. As it'll be Emberson lined up at the left wing. Rather, that's Max Jones, my apologies. Here's the draw. It's won by the Sabres. It'll be played ahead out far. Stretching, able to get to the puck now. As there it goes behind the net. Looking, trying to center one right at in front, and Benson able to get out. Takes a bounce off the far boards, and out of the right point, it's Power who fires it in. Power around to the back wall at the far corner. Boxing out is Henrique. Krebs. Up high. Power looking. Power walking across the slot. Tees one up! And it missed. And the near side. It'll come back as the playoffs will start April 20th. For the first round, still to be determined. Anything can happen. Trying to feed one out in front, and it went wide. Rather, went for the skates. And now coming back the other way. And on the near side, it's Connor McDavid. Almost gave up the puck. He's wrestling with a man. As he was taken down there, no penalty as Jordan Greenway using his big body. And Edmonton will go on the power play once again as they're 1-for-1 on the night. As Greenway for tripping on Connor McDavid. As will be 2-minute minor for tripping. As Greenaway with a trip up. Just a standard trip. Can't really say that's a bad call. Here's a far side draw. It is another 2-minute power play for Edmonton. Out left point, Bouchard walking across the line, playing that out to Nugent Hopkins. Down low, it's Draisaitl below the goal line. He got slashed. He took his glove off. And Bouchard Gets it out to Draisaitl, making his way through for a second under pressure, and it's Bouchard leading that out for McDavid at the right point. McDavid able to get through as he was hesitating on the shot, and Nugent Hopkins there was poked away. If they rush it, it'll be a one-on-one. McLeod there as the man will go to the bench wearing number 29. It's Malenstein, and Nugent Hopkins there wearing number 93. 944 penalty minutes per game. That's fifth most in the NHL for the Buffalo Sabres. And Nugent Hopkins. Draisaitl there, the near line, still fighting over the puck as it'll be ripped back. And Stuart Skinner will tap it along for Bouchard. Able to curl through to his own far circle. Bouchard makes his way through the red line. Able to get past the Buffalo blue line as a wall-to-wall pass did not work out. It'll be cleared out. But McDavid able to catch up in stride for a second. Let's see what speed he got. McDavid near side. It'll be Draisaitl. Up high Wallman. Down to Draisaitl. Right circle. Down McDavid. Back below the goal line looking McDavid. On his backside trying to feed one out in front for Draisaitl. And down the ice it'll go with 40 ticks. Here's Stuart Skinner now. Gave it out to Jake Wallman, the recent acquisition from San Jose. And Wallman will drop it out to Nurse. Nurse in stride missed the net off the far side, and Perry able to get it back. Has, I believe, lost 4 years in a row in the Stanley Cup Final on 3 different teams. It was the Lightning versus the Avalanche. He was on Vegas, and Nurse with a try at net. And Arvidsson able to try to fight off a man as it'll be Buffalo puck. And that'll be a nice kill for Buffalo as that was diagonal out to the far corner. Here's Greenway now, making his way through the near side. In the neutral zone, backhanded in, got stuck up at the line. Where it'll be played in back the other way before getting stuck up. Perry now trying to tap it ahead, and it goes back as splitting through. As he'll skate through, and he gave it up now. Curling around, bow and arrow try through the line. Not able to work out with pulling back his stick. As that'll be with 4:56 here. That'll be offsides at the Buffalo line. We'll head to break. McDavid with a couple of beautiful moves. And able to seal it up with UPL. McDavid some more. Right, great plays this period. Plus 1 assist. Teeing up Evan Bouchard. And we'll head to break. It's 2-2 with 4:54 here in the second. As we'll welcome you back from break. 4:54 here in the second. It is knotted at 2 apiece. That'll be drawn near side. Paterno walking across the line. He'll backhand it out near. It's Byram. Byram playing that ahead to bounce off the wall. And there it'll be fired inside the zone. Rounding the net, it's Byram. Another near wall fighting over the puck. And the near side, as next year will be the Olympics. 2026 Olympics as, they have to, they have to touch up And they're just waiting. There's a good, 5-second delay, rather. Arvidsson around the board out to the far side. Colson lost the puck. It's Peterka who lost it. And Henrique will fire it inside the zone out to the far side. Out to the far corner. And a man was taken down there. This is Podkolzin centering one out in front for a second. And rather it's Tage Thompson. Off a stick out near it's Byram. Stuck in the near wall. That's Podkolzin. Back around near side and now getting a lead ahead. As it'll be inside the zone. And gloving that down was Brown. Far side played in at the far corner. Not seeing much of Troy Stetcher this game. Has been 3:35. Had some difficulties with the internet. As that one will be played down. It's Podkolzin at the far side, and we just lagged once again. I'm not sure what is happening. And at the near side with 3:07, it is Bouchard. Down exactly 3 minutes here in the second out near. Sabres having trouble clearing it. Plays it up high. Wallman setting up a tee. Just missed the mark and Bouchard backhanded up high. It's McDavid walking through the slot. Looking. Forces it inside the zone at the back wall. Where Hyman was taken down. And there'll be another Oiler power play. And up left point. Out to the far side. Looking. At the line. Centering one out in front. It goes out near corner. And not able to touch up yet. Able to backhand around. Still has possession. Up left point, walking in left circle. A try at net and a save by UPL. As we'll have a power play for the Oilers. As with 2:24 here in the second. Has to be a minor penalty. Dahlin was there. Hyman was taken down. As Lindy Ruff was not too happy about that call. It seems pretty obvious, though, of a call. And at the far circle, it'll be one up to the left point. Bouchard walking across the line, looking over his options out far. Now down at the line, Hill around the net. He sets up Bouchard with a blocker. Still loose out of Fred Hyman there. And Connor Clifton helping out. He'll take it out of the backhand. Clifton off the wall and out of the zone. Stuart Skinner at the lower stakes back up to his backhand before leaving out for Bouchard rounding the net. Bouchard now. Walking through the line, dropping it off to the left point. Draisaitl down to Bouchard. Bouchard on the pinch, up high to Nugent Hopkins. Down to Bouchard, rounding it back up to the left point. Down to McDavid. McDavid reversing, pirouetting down at the near circle. McDavid up high. Bouchard down to McDavid. McDavid able to try to play it down low and back up high. Bouchard. Down far, Draisaitl at the slot. Backhand, Draisaitl rather. And that is a save by UPL and Bouchard there. Bucko too. And now he's going to try to get through. He gets the lead back the other way to race for the puck. And no, he just overthrew the puck and gave it up. And we might have 4-on-4. So Zach Hyman to the box for hooking, which means that Buck 4 would be the power play left. And let's see, Hyman with the hook on Clifton. Wasn't really much, but it'll be 4-on-4 for 54 ticks, Buck 17. We have more open ice. That first try will be false start. Now walking in is Skinner. And Peterka, he'll round back of the net. Now rushed by Wallman. Stuck up by Peterka and Tage Thompson, who opened the scoring in the game. Near side, it'll be Connor Brown. Brown looking, dropping it back. It'll be played down low. At the line, it's Brown there. Brown looking down low. Nobody home. That's Nurse there trying to play it around as we're back at the goal line. Thompson chopped up for Brown, now looking up high and curling around with Bouchard, missed a pass. 38 seconds here on the power play. Dropping it off now. Coming in with speed. Before taking down with puck Colson. That second line left winger. It's Bouchard back out far. 24 ticks here in the second as it'll be a Buffalo power play. Killed off by Buffalo on the Edmonton. First try and down the ice it'll go. Gets it out. One last rush. 14 seconds here. Byram. Looking. Byram will make his way through the near side. Just past the line out and near. Corner. Under pressure trying to center one right out in front. 4 ticks here in the second. Nugent Hopkins trying to get the puck. He'll try to chop it out the whistle, but Donnelly in there able to guide it closely out to the far corner. As that'll do it for the second. 2-2. As zeros are on the board on the time as we'll head for the third and final frame. First and 18-minute break. You wanna go calm? Alright. Near side Thompson firing it inside the zone around the boards out far where I tried on net and it goes off the back wall. Quinn up high, Darlene Rister! And it went through traffic and right into the chest of Stuart Skinner. There you go. And here's a draw to be rounded around and flipped inside. The zone will take a bounce off the far boards as I'm trying to hook up Cam's mic right now. Oh my. Something happened. Yep. Having some network difficulties as I'm trying to get everything all sorted out. They're having a lot of internet issues. If I stop sharing my screen, go back in. And now we're working as of 1840. As of now 1830. Sorry about that. I'm trying to get everything back up and running. And out of the near corner. Playing it ahead off the far boards before it goes back inside the Buffalo zone. That's offsides at the Edmonton line. As we're having more internet difficulties. Oh my. It keeps breaking whenever I share my screen. So what I'm gonna do is send it to you.
Which one are you watching?
I'll link to. Far side will be brought inside the or away feed, whatever it is. Fades away. Instead, rather the near side, will be brought out of the zone where to go to the line. It's whichever one says ESPN. Far side will be played inside the zone, inside the Edmonton end. They'll try to backhand it around. A man went flying as that one will go down the far side in the neutral zone. Down the ice it'll go. It'll be Tage Thompson at the back wall. He'll play that head. At the line. Inside the zone, Byron putting pressure on Jake Wallman. The recent San Jose Edmonton went from San Jose to Edmonton as Connor Clifton able to play that in at the near side. Trying to send it right out in front, back door, and it went off the far corner. But that one will be brought inside of the far corner. Almost to Dylan Cousins. He was traded away. I believe it was a 1-for-1 for Josh Norris. And it'll be played ahead, down at the far side. Looking ahead, went off the far wall before getting brought down as a bouncing puck there. And it was kept inside the zone. We're offsides as it went slightly out of the zone, rather. You there, Cam?
Yeah.
All right.
I'm watching.
Are you able to watch it?
Yep.
All right. Don't you love illegal streaming?
Yeah. Where are you on
As
the
Rangers
legacy thing right now?
What do you mean?
Does it show legacy on your screen? Okay, wait.
No.
It's 2-2, right?
Yep, 2-2, 17:04.
All right, yeah.
Bouchard playing that in. He'll wrap it around the boards as it goes out to the near side. Left point, Kulak able to play that near as it's Podolzin with a try at net. And it goes out for Podolzin once again.
Almost in
Colzin,
there.
rather. Oh, my.
What a
And the near circle. Oh, give it right in front. Thompson scores!
what a
It's
shot!
Tage Thompson!
Great shot from Thompson. What a shot!
And it's 3-2 Buffalo.
3-2. Great shot from Buffalo. What a play. I mean, great everything right there from Buffalo. Great everything. I mean, look at this replay. Look at him, man. Great shot from Thompson. You can see, wow, what a shot. That was a
Just a
great
nice
pass
toe
from
drag,
number
able to roof
13.
it. That's his second goal of the game.
What a pass. Give some credit to that passer. That pass right there, too.
Definitely. That's a
Like,
fifth multi-goal game this season. Draw out to the far side will be brought in, and that one will be called for offsides as Darnell Nurse touched up on it with 16:35. It's 3-2 Buffalo. Josh Norris, that trade acquisition. 7.95 on his contract. He's a UFA in about 5 years, so they still have him locked in for a decent amount of time as this is the youngest team in the NHL. And down the ice it'll go around the boards. The 8th team in the Atlantic versus, I believe, the 2nd team in the Central Division, right behind the Winnipeg Jets, who lead in the NHL for the most points. President's Trophy favorite. And at the far side, it'll be run out near. Here's Tage Thompson looking ahead. It is held in and given away. As Nugent Hopkins with a try on net is right gloved up by UPL. As the April 20th start of the NHL playoffs, I'll be on the call for one of those series. So will Max. And then look on towards the conference finals. I'll be on the call for the Eastern Conference Final Series. Max will be on the Western for whoever makes it there. Of course, the second round in between there and the Stanley Cup Final will have 2 feeds. I'll be on MHS2. He'll be on the main MHS as McDavid. At the far side is having trouble getting around Krebs, and McDavid will play that in. At the back wall, Don Lean helping out. Under pressure, able to throw it up. Back the other way, it'll be fired inside the zone. It'll take it around out near. And coming out is Troy Stetcher out to the far side. It'll be dropped back. Stetcher once again at the right circle, trying to play one out, and McDavid's there. Curling around at the back wall, trying to send one right out in front, and Draisaitl's there on his forehand, having trouble controlling it, gets it out. It's Arvidsson. Draisaitl now. Up at the line, a bomb! And it was stopped out in front in traffic. Any thoughts on the game so far here in the third?
it's been a pretty good game. Buffalo just squeezing 3-2, and Thompson
And I'm trying to return that right out in front. Sorry, as that one went over the net if you want to continue what you were saying.
Yeah, I was just saying, great plays by Thompson, making 2 goals and tying the game, and then another goal, making them in the lead. And there's gonna be 15 minutes left. As you could look at this replay, almost went behind it. It almost made that goal, but great defense there by I don't know the name of the other team.
It's the Buffalo Sabres versus Edmonton Oilers.
So great defense by the Oilers. And
Far side draw. It's Janmark on it. Went right back to Pekka Luukkonen. Just to take over 15. first return, Jeff Skinner, longtime Sabre, older guy. Far side draw out the line, goes out near. Kulak sending it around out far. It's the end mark there, the far wall, and a spinner him out in front, almost a deflection, and out to the near side. Alex Tuck out far, so he can bounce out the Buffalo line. That one's going to be flipped ahead and down before dragging it in with Tuck out of midair. Back around and waiting behind his net is Bouchard wearing number 2. Down at the ice where UPL tried to play it, he'll be covered under the pressure of Yanmark as a little bit of extra there as it's Ryan McLeod. And Yanmark having a few words for each other. 2 Boston Bruin acquisitions for the Edmonton Oilers. Trent Fredericks, who's on IR. And Max Jones, that left winger, playing a depth role on this team. About 20 games total in the league left here in the season as we're heading to the final stretch on this March 10th. And Draisaitl leading back. At the line, Draisaitl. He'll retreat back out near. It's Nurse out far. Under pressure, able to burst back in the near corner. It's Connor McDavid. Under pressure from Peterka, and out near, it's Jake Wallman. Wallman leading ahead. It's a 2-on-2, a nice move. McDavid missed the net.
Almost a goal there. Look at this, man.
As Thompson gave it up, McDavid back in. Oh my goodness! He hit the post with a shot!
Oh my god.
Leon Draisaitl missed the net, rather hit the post. And now coming in, it's Peterka. Wrister missed. That's another post for the Oilers. Dahlin through the line, looking. Dahlin out in the Edmonton zone under pressure. That's 4 post hits tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. As it'll be played ahead by Hyman, getting reached down with Samuelson. And now just playing back and forth with a hand to stick. Almost baseball season, though. And out near side, it's Krebs. Oh, a punishing hit. Now the back wall, it's putting pressure on Benson. Is Emberson. He'll funnel it out right side. Dahlin out as a DD pass to Samuelson there. Rather point-to-point pass, and it'll come back the other way where it'll be forced inside the zone. And Greenway centers it up front for Perry. He missed the net.
So close.
Greenway at the back wall.
Great shot from Perry.
Having trouble. Out right point. A long drive by Bouchard gets deflected out near. And down low. As Buffalo comes back with it back the other way. It'll be forced inside the zone after getting harassed by a man out near corner. It's a 2-some of Edmonton Oilers. It's Bouchard pinning a man against the wall on his back. And at the back wall to go out far. For Brown, and Greenway's there using his big body to get around. And out the near corner. The far boards. Fighting over the puck out the near side of the back wall. Now getting it out at the circle. Try it. It's still loose and it pops out near. Right wing wall. Trying to chip it off the glass. McLeod in the way. Keeping it inside the zone. It's a 3-some of black jerseys. That's Benson trying to make his way through. Or that was Bone Byram. Out ahead is Jones at the Brown. Brown had 1 goal against the Stars in that 5-4 victory. Dallas with a late push in that game. I was on the call for that. And now behind the net, Draisaitl takes a bounce off the ball, trying to tee one up for Brown. He has 1 goal tonight from that spot. And now Yanmark trying to center one right out in front. And oh my goodness, we lagged once again. It'll go back with 11:04. Did you lag, Cam?
You said what?
Did you lag, Cam, on the feed?
Did I what?
And the near side, here's Buffalo coming back the other way. It's played back. Here's Wallman. Near corner, a back wall. Wallman looking over his options at his own end. Around his neck, gives out as a give and go to Connor McDavid, the speedster. McDavid building up speed near side, reversing back and pirouetting up high before it was intercepted. It's a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Just past the line, Krebs able to knock it out. A wrister, wild stick motion there on the wrister, and it's gobbled up by the big guy, Stuart Skinner.
Gobbled up.
As we'll head to commercial break.
We will see you guys in
As
a
a
bit.
no-looker hit the post. That's Leon Draisaitl. And doinked. We'll head to break.
Gobbled up.
You know what? I unmuted our mics if you want to talk about the game at all.
Nah, bro, I was just laughing because you said, bro said
Gobbled up. I
Yeah.
don't think Stuart Skinner's even that big, actually. believe he's on the smaller side. He's actually, no, never mind. He's 6'4", 229. On the heavier side for a goaltender, I believe. Born in Edmonton, Alberta, where he's playing for his hometown team. UFA in 26, waiver eligible. 43 games played this season, 897 save percentage, so sub 900. Not really what you want to see from a goaltender. Did lead his team to the Stanley Cup final, though. Been a great game around as we are going to head back into the game. Ron Nugent-Hopkins, first overall, 2011-15. It was Connor McDavid. On the other side, Rasmus Dahlin, 2018, first overall. And Owen Power in 2021, he was first overall. So two first overall teams on both sides. It's Owen Power. Rasmus Dahlin, he's been very good for the Sabres. And the far side will take a bounce off the far wall where it'll be led ahead by Emberson, and down it'll go. It's Janmark putting pressure, and out behind it's Krebs out near side. Midway through the third, exactly 10 minutes to go. Down the ice it'll be at the far side. It'll be played out near under duress. It's Stetcher. Gave it up and gave it out right circle. Try it, and then it was blocked. And out of the zone it was Henrique with a nice block there. 4C, that fourth line centerman. 1 of 2 years on his UFA. This is his final year as a $3 million contract. As McLeod of the near side will be played ahead off the glass, near wall, and it'll be coming back, and that one will be no icing as Bryson was there. Gave it up. Draisaitl up high, long drive by Brown. Oh, stretching out, doing the splits as UPL. A beautiful glove save, flashing the leather with 9:18 here in the third. You want to break down the play?
Yeah. Great play, but good defense, even better defense by the great defense by the Oilers or Buffalo. I don't know. I don't know what teams.
Buffalo Sabres in black, Oilers in white.
Oh, all right.
Here's the draw. McDavid comes right off of it, feeds it out to Brown on his back, and ding, one up and a save. Near side at the line, Thompson there. Peterka jumping out of midair. Looking like Odell. McDavid. What has McDavid's speed got? McDavid is forced out against the wall, but able to get it up high at the right point. It's Wallman. Wallman with a try goes down low. McDavid had trouble getting it for a second, trying to lead one up, and it goes back the other way. Tage Thompson, that big 6'6" forward, and Thompson will get it, trying to look ahead. It went off a skate, I believe, before jumping up and out of play with 8:40 here in the third. We'll head to commercial break. It was Tage Thompson for the leading goal. It's 3-2 Buffalo. Let's see. Let's see for fun. Cam, you can say it out loud if you want to. I don't care.
This game
Let's
is long
see,
as
though.
fuck. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Yo.
But, whatchamacallit? The people can hear us. The one person that's viewing.
Don't give a shit.
Alright.
Yo, this game is so long. Holy.
Let's see how many. Should I be concerned about how much hours I've elapsed on this?
Wait, how long have you been streaming for?
Let's see. About 2 hours here.
God
Just
damn.
over 2 hours. In fact, let's pull out the calculator for this.
Bro, how long are hockey games?
Usually 3 hours.
Holy. They're so slow. He's about to score, but he misses.
We're in commercial.
Oh, well, why is mine weird? It says there's 13 minutes left in the third quarter.
You're behind, like a lot. It's not quarters.
What is it in?
3 periods. In the past 3 days, I've counted almost 10 hours of game time.
Holy.
Oh, that's concerning, as it's 3-2 Buffalo, and the draw goes out near side where it'll be played ahead, and right there is Owen Power. Out far, plays that near. It's Bryson ahead, looking down the ice, and it gets at the near wall where it'll be played at the back net. For Bouchard coming out with it, it's diagonally out near. Skinner missed the net. It's Bouchard at the far side. Skinner's there, trying to reverse, poeting under pressure. He'll lead out Nugent Hopkins. Nice one back up high. Oh, he shattered his stick. And it's a 2-on-2, but Bouchard with no stick. In front, centers one and missed. It's Jeff Skinner ahead from inside the zone of Tenrique, rounding the boards out far corner, but able to get stopped up by Boom Byram at the near side. Plays that inside zone at the far corner. Janmark's there. That one will be played ahead. Out far and stride, a shot at net and a save by Stuart Skinner with 7:30. As they've hit the post a lot, the Edmonton Oilers, it could have been 6-3.
Holy Sigma. Yeah.
Has 4 hit posts tonight for the Edmonton Oilers. 7:30 here in the third at 3-2. Shots are 20-27. Edmonton leading in that category. And at the far side draw, it is won by McDavid at left point. Buffalo has it. Tuck on the line. And it deflected out near corner.
So
back wall. Brown's there. And it goes up to the left point for Tuck. Tuck across the line. Shot at net. Trickled. Out near. Draisaitl getting pressured. It'll go back. It's Jake Wallman now. Wallman playing that back. Draisaitl now for a nice move. Draisaitl laying out far. Draisaitl looking. Under pressure from Samuelson. Draisaitl trying to reverse. It'll go back for Dahlin. As Draisaitl was down, it was slow to get up. And Brown now out near for Wallman. Wallman slops one inside the zone. I'll take a round off the far side. And Dahlin reverses back out far, but it was giving up Arvidsson now. Out to McDavid. McDavid looking. McDavid back wall and Arvidsson there. Up high. Point pass. Plays that down low and at the slot. Here's Buffalo back the other way. It'll be lifted up and down the ice it'll go, taking a bounce. Kulak. Near side have some speed. Kulak cutting through the slot for a second at the high slot. A little bit of a misdirection there. Try at net by Arvidsson. He cannot get the shot off.
Super
Out into the
close.
neutral zone now.
Yeah,
Yanmark
sure.
inside around the boards at the far corner. Reversing. And that one will fall right up out of play with 6:02.
Guys,
Yes.
do you guys like to sing the stream from Chesty?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's with 6:02 here in the third. It's 3-2 Buffalo. Nugent Hopkins on the draw. Hills down his forehand side. On the other side, it is, I believe, Jason Zucker. $5 million on him, 1 of 1. Got an extension, though, of 2 years, $9.5 million AAV. Right point, Bouchard with a try. Got stuck in traffic. Back to Bouchard, laying one down low, and it got trickled up in Jeff Skinner. Here's a try at net, and it's gloved down in his chest by 5. With 5.53, it's number 1, Pekka Luukkonen. As we'll head to a TV timeout, 3-2 Buffalo with 5:53 left in the game. This is actually a very long game.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave, bro. It's too long.
All right, bye.
Too long for my attention span.
Bye.
See you, everybody. Sigma, Sigma.
As we'll welcome you back, 5:53. It's 3-2. Past 3 seasons, they beating LA 3 times in a row. It's in 7, in 6, and then in 5. If the season ended today, they would first LA in the first round. Near side draw goes up left. Here's Wallman. Point pass. Bouchard down low. Looking, waiting, drops it off. And now Draisaitl over a nice move. Able to get it back around at the goal line. Wallman with a try at net. And a delayed penalty on Buffalo. Tuck, no stick. Wallman down Draisaitl. Down low McDavid. McDavid looking. McDavid reversing. McDavid down low. Centering right out in front. It took a trip and right into a Buffalo player with 5:27. Samuelson to the sin bin. Lindy rough mad. As 5:27. It is Edmonton power play. They're 1 for 2. Here's McDavid on the draw. McDavid wins it, gets it back up high. Bouchard. Bouchard walking across the line, down to Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins down low to McDavid. McDavid looking. McDavid feeds one after Nugent Hopkins left circle try. McDavid at far side. It goes Draisaitl, McDavid. McDavid down to Draisaitl. Draisaitl up high. Bouchard. Bouchard with a power play goal this game. Draisaitl looking. Hyman out in front. Bumper, Nugent Hopkins. McDavid rounding the net at far side, far circle. Up high, Bouchard now. Back to McDavid. McDavid down low. Draisaitl, and it's saved. And UPL went to the trapezoid to cover the puck with 4:51. That one will go down the ice. Bouchard. Bouchard out to Draisaitl, back to Bouchard. Bouchard looking, centers one right out in front, trying to bat it in midair was Hyman. Back the other way to 2-on-1. Norris with Tuck. Tuck left, and a save by Stuart Skinner. It's Draisaitl dropping it back, Bouchard. Bouchard looking. Back to McDavid. McDavid with room. McDavid just past the line. Jumps it out to Nugent Hopkins, reversing. Nugent Hopkins, left side looking near boards. Up to Bouchard. Bouchard, right side McDavid. McDavid will make his way through, cutting in and out back below the net. Below the goal line. Up high, Draisaitl. Tees one up. Bouchard faked it. Draisaitl right circle. Sets one out in front. Still is and scramble at it. Goes out near. And back the other way. McLeod getting around Bouchard. Bouchard with a slight touch. McLeod will play that around off a reverse on his forehand. 10 to go. Here's Tuck. Alex Tuck looking. Goes down the ice into his own end. Pressuring with 3:27. And they'll kill off the Edmonton power play. At the back wall, Corey Perry looked up to Henrique and at the right point. 2 shots on the left power play from the line and missed. Now centers one, Brown there. Rather, that was Darnell Nurse, and UPL lost a stick. Tried to get it back to him as it's right in front. Wallman got put into the boards, and now centering one out in front and stick in the way. That might have helped down on defensive clear. A good icing. No! It was not icing! Arvidsson was there too quickly, and the puck stopped. Arvidsson down the ice. 2:45, watch for a goalie pole, goes down the ice. Trying to bat it out of midair, diving attempt. Both teams with 1 timeout. Back the other way, it'll be send it inside the zone. Far side. Under 2. Wait for the Stars to recharge. And a man went down. And it's a 2-on-2. And down at front. No, he missed the net. It's Janmark with the net miss. Back the other way. 2-on-2. Krebs gets it out. Far side. And a save by Stuart Skinner. Skinner, while the Edmonton is heading north at the near corner. All offensive guns on the ice. That includes that first line. Maybe McDavid and Draisaitl on at the same time. They will be. McDavid near corner. McDavid looking. Buck 44. McDavid up high. Bouchard and just off the bench is Hyman. Hyman will go out in front and Draisaitl will round around before it was intercepted by Dowling. Dowling fanned on the first attempt at the far corner. And that one will be out of the zone for Bouchard. And it goes wall to wall to McDavid. McDavid leads it out. Buffalo change. Perry. Trying to send that out, went off of Buffalo, skating out of the zone, Buck 22. McDavid back behind at the far side. Hands it off McDavid inside the zone. Out of the zone it'll go, down the ice. That'll be an icing. And it was just a 2-on-1 to Tuck. And that was a save by Skinner with the blocker. And out in front, had an attempt there. And oh my goodness, a save by UPL out in front. Whoa. And then Perry to Lekkonen. Near side draw, Draisaitl. No timeout. McLeod wins it as it's 6-on-5 hockey. And down the ice it'll go to be a race for the puck. McDavid there. That'll be an icing. Buck 6. They had a timeout typed during the TV. Timeout to draw up a play. Here's the draw. McDavid, right point. Bouchard, McDavid, bouncing puck, goes around and down low. When in doubt, throw it down low, Nugent Hopkins, Draisaitl's there, plays it around. McDavid looking, McDavid trying to center one, and Hyman sweeps it around for Draisaitl. Draisaitl under pressure, gets brought down, and Bouchard will get the puck. Under pressure, Bouchard will sweep it ahead. Played inside the zone. Draisaitl, that could have been offsides, I think. 30 to go. Edmonton trying to get overtime out of the zone. Bouchard, 23 ticks. Gives it out, it's McDavid looking. McDavid. Right circle, McDavid down low. Feed one out in front, Stillus, scramble on it, still 3 and it missed. 11 to go, Stillus gets it up to the point. Bouchard, try on net, got blocked. 7 to go. Down the ice. Here's the dagger. Missed, but it won't matter. It's an upset in upstate New York. 3-2, Sabres win it. It's the heart that matters. You won a game by UPL, got some friendly help from the post, and that'll do it. Snapping a 6-game losing streak. That's good night from MHS2. I'm Chess Nobody alongside.